Bitch, don't get too comfortable. Hey everybody, I just came on here right quick to tell y'all to go to my other channel because my last live I did over here, they gave me a strike because I had a message for the youth. I told them young and niggas shoot. I told them do that because the KKK in Virginia killing, these indigenous men off this man's land because they still want to take his land. He owned 80 acres of land and it was an old tobacco field. And I told y'all our peoples grew tobacco. So please go to my other channel for this live because I'm going to show y'all how I'm going to be vindicated. I want to show y'all how I'm going to be vindicated, young, for real. How I'm going to be vindicated. Hold on. Because I know they're going to sit there and take my page. They did this already. Because they don't like the truth. They don't like nobody telling the truth. And I don't want to. Let me see. Because I do want to show y'all something right quick. I'm going to just show y'all this one video. And then we can go to my other page. So we can just get into a whole live. Because I don't want to say too much over here. Why do I keep doing this? I'm going to share my screen. Hold up. Let me find it first. Oh. Oh, all right. Sorry, my lady. Okay. Found it, y'all. My bad. You know. Okay. My bad, y'all. Because I just seen this video yesterday and I was just like, I'm going to be vindicated. We are in the age of Aquarius and you dealing with a higher self Aquarius. And if you hate Aquarius, that means you only hate yourself because the Aquarius is the baddie. The whole entire universe lives within us. The whole entire zodiac lives within us. So if you hate Aquarius, you hate yourself because you hate your body. You hate the human form. You hate it because these people taught you to hate yourself. So you hate it, and they giving y'all lower self Aquariuses to look at, like Megan Thee Stallion, who lied on Tory Lanez and said that she got shot in her foot, both her feet. How you gonna get shot in both your feet, but then yet you was in the club twerking? So I just want to share my screen with y'all because I'm just about to show y'all how much I'm going to be vindicated. How much I'm going to be vindicated in this moment, in these times right now. So
it is a story so clearly absurd.
The underground tunnels that helps them take the kids and transport people back and forth so they could do these rituals.
It is hard to imagine anyone would believe it. And yet, here were two women who declined to give their names, banging on the patio of a popular D.C. restaurant, claiming they were looking for the tunnels where Hillary Clinton and her campaign manager were trafficking in children.
An illegal tunnel found below the Chabad Lubavitch World Headquarters in Crown Heights.
All right, Fox 5's Lisa Evers takes a look at how it was discovered.
9 men are facing charges this afternoon after police say they dug a secret tunnel into the sanctuary of the Chabad Lubavitch headquarters in Brooklyn.
The men described by police as extremist students are accused of digging the tunnel so that they would be able to have access to the sanctuary after hours. And when a cement truck was brought in to fill that tunnel, the men stood
from being sealed off. Well, construction workers arrived on Monday to fill an illegal tunnel at the headquarters. Young Orthodox Jewish men climbed into the path to block the closure of the tunnel. The tunnel reportedly runs from the main synagogue to a now closed building next door. The motive behind its existence remains unclear as of now. It is also not known why the synagogue members reacted so chaotically to the arrivals of the authorities.
It is a story so clearly absurd.
The underground tunnels that helps them take the kids and transport people back and forth. And you know why they reacted like that? They reacted like that because I feel like some young people probably discovered something, and they might have tried to tell the police, like, hey, there's some stuff down here, here's a tunnel here, this and that. Or they had things going on inside those tunnels and they didn't want the police to get involved. The Jew said, the news person asked them, like, would you rather go to a rabbi or the police when things are going on like this? The Jew said, oh, we go to the rabbi. We only listen to the rabbi. No police or nobody. We don't answer to nobody but the rabbi and their God. So what is that telling you, regular people? Because we don't have this chosen blood, you know, we're not animals and dogs like these people. So, you know, I want to read this. This was my caption on that video. And guess what they did to me after this? They crashed into my car, tried to leave, and we chased that monster. He was hitting alleys and I was behind him. He got behind the car at a red light. I got out and tried to break his window with my brass knuckles, and the windows were plexiglass. So I stabbed both tires on his passenger side. The car in front left, therefore he left, and I had jumped back in the car and still tried to find that effort. The police pulled up, smiling. I was on life support a few months later after this shit. After they had me on the news, I was then on life support. So where was that at? My car got stolen. The police was coming to my house with false reports trying to get me to come out of my house. And it wasn't until a nigga got me locked up is once they was able to do all this shit they wanted to do. So I will be vindicated, and I'm out for revenge for me and my ancestors. I am my ancestors. I will not let you oppress me with your gods, your books, and your religion. That's what I said, okay? And that I mean that nobody is going to oppress me with their shit. I'm not dealing with nobody and they corrupt as religion, gods, none of that shit. Because if y'all can't explain why the fuck in Islam they allow pedophilia, if you can't explain that shit to me, I need y'all bitches to bag back. Don't say nothing to me, because we're in the age of awakening. You were supposed to awaken 2 years ago. People still sleeping dumb out here. So it is what it is. You dumb. At this point, you're dumb. I'm tired of dealing with dumb people. We're not getting nowhere dealing with dumb people. So let me show this because, oh my God. Oh, I put it in the caption. So let me share this. Because I want to show y'all how the government is just a bunch of liars. So in the book of Ephesians, chapter 12, verse 6, the International Version, for our struggle is not against flesh and blood. Oh, verse 12. So Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12. My bad, y'all. For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realm. So the King James Version says that our fight is not against flesh and blood, but against shit we cannot see. The forces of evil in the heavenly realm. So we only supposed to worry about shit that's going on in heaven. So everybody want to die so they can get to heaven, and there's going to be shit going on up in the heavenly realm, right? But in 1580, in the book of Geneva, it says, chapter 12, verse 6, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, and against the worldly governors, the princes of darkness of this world, against the spiritual wickedness. Governments are the princes of darkness of this world. What do you see they doing right now? The government just is telling people right now that they must house immigrants. Y'all not giving us shit. But in order for us to get something, we gotta allow these immigrants in our house, around our children. And these immigrants, most of them are terrorists. A lot of them are dying in these homes, in these shelters they putting them in, so they disease filled. And they're dying in these shelters, and then y'all want us to house them. And if we don't house them, you're gonna penalize us. So the governments are the princes of darkness. This is why I don't listen to nothing the government says. When the government came out here and said everybody had to go get that shit in order to do whatever the fuck they want to do outside, I said, man, fuck all this shit. I'm not getting no job. But Kim Kardashian came online and said, nobody wants to work anymore. Everybody needs to get up and go to work. I said, oh, I wish I would get a job. I wish I would get a job. I wish I would get a job. Kim Kardashian is Armenian, right? Armenia is where? The Caucasus Mountains, right? So ain't no Caucasoid from mountains about to tell me shit. About to tell me I need to get up and go to work. Yakub's children. You would not tell me what the fuck I need to do when y'all on my shit in the first fucking place. Kim Kardashian, bitch, you get the fuck on. She's a Jew. And these Jews they want to enforce this slavery. This is modern day slavery we're dealing with. People are not even saying that, no, they're not snatching your babies from you when you give birth to them. But because we have a government that don't like indigenous people, they're going to set up programs where if you don't do certain shit for your baby or to your baby, they're going to now take your baby. So they set up CPS. They say if your child don't go to school, truancy, the parent gonna be penalized. If your child don't do this, don't do that. If you don't give your child no vaccine, the parent is gonna be penalized, and we could take your baby. So they created all of these different groups where they could take away our children. They got schools. We got to send our babies to everybody's school. We're not equipped to teach our own children anything. But then they come out saying, if to protect the immigrants, if your child wants to be in school, they must have all that shit up in their body. That's what they're saying. People are not even paying attention to nothing that's going on. They still getting up going to work. When America stole all the money from America. And money is gold is the only standard of money in America. So if they stole all the gold, what are people working for? When there's laws that cover everything you do, your bills. It's stuff that covers everything we do out here. But instead, they're gonna make us jump through hoops to try to find this shit. But they're giving these immigrants everything. They're giving them housing. They're giving them health care. They're giving them welfare. They're giving them, they're cutting off my food stamps and giving these people more food stamps. The immigrants get paid $135 an hour. At the same jobs, y'all niggas getting paid $11.50 an hour for. They giving these immigrants housing. And it's not housing like program housing. They going to real estate buildings and getting houses. And then by 2030, 2050, they said the new face of America will be Latinos. And this year, they're supposed to be starting the drafts all over again. So they're going to get rid of y'all, the indigenous people here. So these immigrants can freely just be here. Like they are the new face. They are the indigenous people. This is all white supremacy. This shit, we have been at war. We are still at war. And I'm telling y'all, ain't nothing going to change until y'all want some change. Until y'all get up and say, you know what, I had enough. I tell myself this every day. Once you know who you are, you become unfit for slavery. I know who I am. I read too many books. I know too much shit to be a fucking idiot, to still believe in one of these demonic as Masonic gods. I know too much shit, okay? And I love myself too much to put something over me that ain't even for me, that I'm foreign to. I'm foreign to that shit. I already told y'all, Jesus is Roman pesos. Look up the Society of Jesus, the Jesuits Oath. Look that shit up. These people don't care about you. And they create gods in order to control you. People have to get out the mind frame of being stuck and controlled. Some people don't know what freedom feels like. I tell people I don't have no job. They be like, you don't have no job. What do you do? How do you live? Like, what do you do? I don't have no job. Why do I have to have a job? Who told you I must be enslaved? Who told you I can't be happy and free without giving 12 hours of my life to an institution somewhere? Who told you I had to do that? Who told you the only type of job is to go where these people want you to go at and clocking into their shit? Who told you those are the only kinds of jobs? Who said fruits of your labor are material things, cars and shit, and clothes and designers? Who said that? Fruits of my labor can't be from me planting seeds in my yard that the government said I can't do. The government said I can't plant my own food. But the fruits of my labor can't be these trees that's growing with fruit on them. It can't be this shit. Like, come on, y'all not seeing what's going on. We are in modern day slavery. And I don't have time for dumb people no more. We're in the age of Aquarius. And if you refuse to see what's going on around you, then hey, you just not one of those people. You're not supposed to see it. You're supposed to be the worker. You're supposed to be the slave. It's only people who are chosen, only the chosen will see this shit and will feel it and see that it's things going on that's not supposed to be going on. Only chosen people will see that. Everybody else will suffer. Everybody else will be in the positions they're supposed to be in. If you're supposed to be a slave, you're going to continue to be a slave. If you're supposed to be, guided to the light, then you're going to be guided to the light. But if you're supposed to be dead and a slave, then you're going to do everything your government tells you to do. They told y'all to get and y'all did it. They said in order for y'all kids to go to school, they must get the shit. And these kids falling out in schools, playing basketball and shit. Like, come on. Y'all ain't even seeing what's going on. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, all right. I thought my shit cut off. I was about to say, you know what? But yeah, y'all need to go on my other channel so we could just do a real live because I can't really say too much over here. They done gave me 2 strikes. My first strike was supposed to been up. I don't know why the fuck they still got that shit on my damn channel. I don't like YouTube, fuck this shit. But go on my other channel, y'all. I left a comment in the chat. So go there and I'll see y'all there.